At great risk to his life, and while men lay wounded and dying and in need of rescue, Captain Swenson is seen repeatedly waving a bright orange flag to guide a military rescue helicopter into a safe landing zone. Swenson continued to wave the bright flag that day, repeatedly making himself highly visible to enemy fighters as he loaded injured and dying men onto the helicopter so they could receive medical attention. At one point, we see yet another injured man helped into the helicopter by Swenson and another soldier. The injured man is Sergeant Kenneth Westbrook. He had been shot in the neck and, by the time of his rescue, was bleeding heavily. Westbrook, a father of 3, also had 4 broken ribs, a punctured lung, and a shattered left shoulder. Captain Swenson is seen helping carry Westbrook onto the helicopter. Despite the valiant efforts of Swenson and other men present that day, Sergeant Westbrook succumbed to his injuries and tragically lost his life 29 days later. Captain Swenson survived the Battle of Ganjigal and managed to get most of his men to safety. On return to the United States, he was awarded that country's highest and most prestigious military decoration, the Medal of Honor, for his extraordinary heroism and selflessness. President Obama called Swenson a servant to the men he commanded and to the dozens of Afghan lives he saved. He became one of only 30 men to receive the Medal of Honor since the Vietnam War. What was not mentioned during Swenson's commendation, but which is the moment I come back to time and again when thinking about leading with the head and the heart, is a fleeting moment, easily missed. Swenson is seen leaning into the helicopter after he helps Sergeant Westbrook into the aircraft, just before the helicopter side door closes. We witness Swenson giving Sergeant Westbrook a kiss on the cheek. It is a brief and almost imperceptible moment amidst the maelstrom of battle, a moment never intended to be captured on film. In this moment, and being a leader is simply a series of moments, we see someone who clearly leads with both his head and his heart. Swenson shows us that leadership is not simply a matter of physical acts of bravery, although he demonstrated that in spades. He also shows us that leadership is not simply a matter of command and control, although he led with authority too. Through that kiss, and no doubt through countless other words and actions which were never captured on camera, Swenson demonstrated that leadership is about leading with the heart as well. In a single moment, Swenson demonstrated humility, self-awareness, courage, and importantly, empathy for the impact we have on others, even in their darkest moments. 4 years after the Battle of Ganjigal, looking slightly uncomfortable while being interviewed on stage in a suit and tie, Swenson was asked about his experience that day. Receiving the Medal of Honor was both a heavy burden and a heavy responsibility, said Swenson. As he looked out to the audience of fellow Marines and soldiers, as well as Gold Star families, those who had lost their loved ones in battle, Swenson said he knew he was receiving the medal on their behalf. As for the kiss, Swenson conceded that had it not been for the moment captured on camera, he would never have remembered it at all. If someone had told him, he would not have believed them. The kiss was simply an instinctive act by someone who had clearly mastered the art of modern leadership. Swenson's kiss on a battlefield was also a catalyst for me to write this book. Why this book is for you. As you listen to this book, wherever you happen to be right now, look around. Can you see people on the other side of the cafe or park? Other people browsing in the bookstore? Family members who are sitting with you, or perhaps colleagues busily working nearby? Maybe you can only see yourself reflected in a nearby window. Wherever you may be right now and whoever you can see, everyone is a leader, including you. Regardless of what we've been told our entire lives, regardless of the work we do, our formal title at our company, or the